Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Black.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now the starting group for Orlando. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the 5. And for the Wizards, Keyshawn George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's McCollum in at the point guard. And so off the tip, it's Washington. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it can also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Pass to Middleton, takes a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner 3.
And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
Now, here's Suggs. 11 points last game. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. That's good from Wagner on the assist by Bane.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Here's McCollum. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Coulibaly with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. McCollum, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. With a step back, it's hauled in by the Magic.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
The Magic again can't hit. Wizards trail by 3. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Washington has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Middleton. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, when so many teams get smaller when they go to the bench, he actually gives them more size oftentimes.
Suggs with the steal. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bane passes to Suggs. 4 on the clock. Here's Wagner. And Sarr pulls it down. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. McCollum passes to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
And here is Suggs. He has yet to score. Outside, Bane. Suggs with a screen for Bane. Back to Suggs. Stolen by McCollum. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Sarr. Washington again turning it over. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. You look at George, second in the NBA, a great defender.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, they are so determined to never quit on a play. They are going to be after you to try to alter or block a shot.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Another miss by Orlando. Wizards trail by 3. Coulibaly with it. Now defended by Bane. Middleton gets to the corner and buries it. Middleton's got 5 now.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
For Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. There's the pick. Pass to Banchero. And he's good on the 3 ball. 8 points for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Back to McCollum. Shoots. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Now, here's Bane. Still scoreless. Outside, George to the middle. He's looking for Sarr and finds him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the 3-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
And Orlando making a change here. De Silva's checked in. Now, here's Banchero. He's coming off a 31-point game against Chicago.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Washington trailing. To the right side. And stolen by Wagner. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. That one goes in. Banchero's got 10 points.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Washington's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Koulibaly with the screen from McCollum. Back to Koulibaly. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball. Connects from three-point range.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's about 40% from deep over the course of his career. C.J. McCollum has been doing this at a high level for a long time.
Here's Black. Hasn't made one yet. And Carter now, top of the key. Here's Black. He's guarded by McCollum. Yep, that one goes. And the Magic lead by 3.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Middleton. Tries from 10. Da Silva with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Black. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Wagner. Carter kicks to Banchero. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to Middleton. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. The shot by George, no good. Orlando leading by 5. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Now here's Middleton. 9 points last game out. Koulibaly with a screen on Banchero. And another miss by Washington.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Wagner. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 5. Drives to the hoop. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Now Black. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. With 1 on the clock, the shot no good. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Bagley is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then there's Carlton Carrington. Then it's Corey Kispert. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Batadze inside, covered by Johnson. Isaac with a screen for Bane. Another shot. Pass to Isaac. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Isaac's got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Shot clock at 3. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
And the Wizards making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando. So Johnson hits two of them. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Here's Carrington. Still yet to score. Pass to Kispert. Cans it from downtown. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Black with it. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Bane. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that." Kevin, back to you.
They've got their fans fired up. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here's Kispert. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jalen Suggs. He's one of the standouts over the last month, putting up about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Wizards trail by 9. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Back to Carrington. Pass to Middleton. Fires it up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's 9 points for Chris Middleton. Here's Bitadze, defended by Bagley. Outside, Bane. Outside, Suggs. Bitadze setting a screen for Suggs. Inside. The shot's good from Bitadze. And the Magic lead by 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Carrington. Now Middleton. With the fadeaway. Bagley. And Bagley able to finish.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now, here's Suggs. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And clearly they have been using the three-point line to their advantage, looking for that shot early and often.
Sars checked in for Washington. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as much as 10. Orlando moving the ball around. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Coulibaly. Sarr sets the screen for Coulibaly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. That one misses. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Now Middleton, following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. You know, Tim, when you look at Bilal Coulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
Yes, 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Now, here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. Here's Banchero for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Banchero's got 17.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Wizards trail by 8. Now here's Middleton. He's got 12. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Franz Wagner.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Middleton. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Pass to Coulibaly. And here's Middleton. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando leading by 6. Wagner passes to Banchero. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
To the inside. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Letting the big man Sarr go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Wagner. Rebound, Washington. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
That is the way they would like to play every night, but of course each opponent represents different challenges.
Now here's Middleton, following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. Middleton can't get it to go. Banchero against Sarr. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Bain comes in for Black. Buries it from three-point range.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Suggs, screen on George. Right side Bain. There's the three. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Outside, George. Stolen by Carter. It's Suggs with the drive. Pass to Banchero. For the three. Rebound by the Wizards. Middleton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, George. Middleton up top. McCollum outside. Puts up a deep three. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Suggs. Now here is Carter. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Carter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Carter Jr. just understands that a big like himself needs to be able to knock down that triple. Nice job there.
Sarr with a screen on Suggs. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. Left in this one. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And so in the game for the Magic, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in its center. Now here's Middleton. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Middleton against Banchero. And Middleton kicks to George. No good. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Wagner finds Bain, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Off target with his three. Wizards trail by 8. Here's McCollum. Here's Coulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wagner passes to Suggs. 90 seconds now into the second half. 5 to shoot. Here's Banchero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
McCollum deciding where to go with it for 3. Middleton. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Wizards trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Both free throws good from Song. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Banchero outside. And the shot goes in. Banchero's got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
McCollum kicks to Middleton. McCollum with the screen for Middleton. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Magic leading by 11. Outside, Bane. Here's Banchero for 3. And then Carter with the jam.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
The 3 from McCollum. Orlando grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Back to you, Kevin.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Koulibaly. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Pass to McCollum. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 6.
Well, that's part of what makes McCollum a great player. He can find a way to score off the ball.
Outside, Bane. Back to Suggs. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Banchero and Orlando again with the bucket.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
They're going to have to regroup here and figure out a way to stop him because he is dominating them.
And here's a look at some numbers for George. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
Pocket 2. Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Magic. Banchero, that's for 2. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Koulibaly. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Basket counts. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, that's the definition of versatility right there. C.J. McCollum can score from anywhere on the floor.
Magic leading by 12. Banchero outside. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Orlando with the ball after the basket by Washington. Kicks it out to Wagner. Carter with a screen on George. And that one's good, Wagner.
While Wagner certainly has that range, Franz is working on becoming more efficient from out there.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size. Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Washington. Carlton Carrington comes in for C.J. McCollum. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony Black's checked in for Suggs. Now George, following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. George dishes to Middleton. Off target from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And finished off by Banchero.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Coulibaly. Middleton left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter against Bagley. And they pick up 2.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
And it's Banchero top the key. Rebound, Washington. Middleton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Carrington. There's the pick. Middleton against Banchero. Middleton the pass to Bagley. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Bane drives in. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Carrington. Black defending. Pass to Bagley. And that one drops. Bagley's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Bane. Wagner on the wing. George with the steal. Now Coulibaly. Pass to Carrington. No good on the 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Black finds Bane. Back to Black. Now, here's Banchero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 15 points in just the second half. Bagley from outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Magic, up by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
What great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got McCollum. Johnson is out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Bagley. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Magic leading by 10. And here is Suggs. Wagner outside. Batadze setting a screen for Wagner. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Kispert finds Carrington. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
McCollum against Suggs. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
Yeah, just great instincts there in the pick and roll. Like how fierce Bagley cuts after setting the pick.
Magic leading by 11. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's De Silva. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Now Carrington. Black defending. Kispert wide open. He fires. And Bagley able to finish. Bagley's got it back down to single digits for the Wizards.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Kispert. Johnson up top. He's defended by Wagner. Johnson against Wagner. And it's Carrington missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's De Silva. Here's Batadze. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards trail by 11. On the wing, Carrington. Black defending. Suggs against McCollum. Pass to Kispert. They get it back, and it's in there. Bagley's got 12 points in just the second half.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And he's repeating his performance from their last game. You just can't stop this guy.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Sars checked in for Marvin Bagley. Chris Middleton comes in for Kispert. George is checked in for Johnson. And it's Koulibaly in for Carlton Carrington. Orlando also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Bane in for Anthony Black.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Magic leading by 9. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Washington's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And here's George. Now Sarr. Here's Middleton. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
And it's blocked. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Anthony Black's checked in for Suggs. Here's Bane. And Sarr pulls it down.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Here's Middleton. The Magic getting the bucket. He's off on that one.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And here we go. Fast break. Sarr's got it. On the wing, Koulibaly. George passes to Middleton. Clock at 6. And he dunks it down.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
Black with it. Carter outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Magic lead by 13.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Franz Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Jalen Suggs comes in for Anthony Black. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 11 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Bane. No good with the triple.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Back to Sarr. Middleton the pass to George. Pass to Sarr. Middleton fires. Buries the deep ball.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Here's Suggs. Now Bane tries it from 19, and he hits the jumper.
What confidence from Bane. Money from mid-range.
Wizards trail by 12. McCollum outside. You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade, and I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team. And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Banchero outside. Here's Bane. 6 to shoot. Carter with the screen. No good from 3. For Washington, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. McCollum outside. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's one of the many things McCollum does to help your offense. He is so adept at drawing fouls, and if you send him to the line, it's almost automatic.
He gets the first, and that brings them within single digits. Good on both.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times, a valuable piece for this team.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Suggs. Banchero vacuums it in. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Wagner. Now, here's Banchero. Carter with a screen on George. Banchero! And the 3 misses. Washington's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And the layup is off.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Orlando.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, and watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Orlando with the ball after the basket by Washington.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Suggs, and he pounds it home! I had a feeling he wasn't going to lay that one in. No, sir. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. Bye.